Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome back. This is Jenny at Nutritious Lives. So I'm here again on the beach. I'm back to the original location where I did the first video. It's starting to spit here, so if it starts to rain a lot, then I'll stop and do this video again. But as it is for now, it's just spitting, so I'm going to carry on. The children aren't here today because they want to stay around the pool because it's gone a little bit cloudy and stuff. So I'm on my own, but again, I will apologise for any noise in the meantime. Obviously, as stated previously, there's a lot of holiday makers around me, so obviously I can't control that. Today I wanted to talk to you about social media and the way that we can use it to our benefit or our detriment, and the ways that I now look at social media in every area of my life and the conclusions that I've come to. And as I've said to you in the previous videos on the beach and while I'm here, I've come to a lot of conclusions, being able to sit and really think and think about going forward, how I want to either continue doing things in all areas of my life. But today, this is about social media and my viewpoint. And again, I want to stress that this is only my viewpoint, but from my perspective, I feel like it's a healthy way to look at social media as a whole. And so I want to start off with talking about the way that I look at social media from Nutritious Lives' point of view, and then how it flies into my general point of view of the way we filter our images and the way we attract people into our life, or attract clients into our life, or whatever you're going for when you're posting on social media. So I want to start with Nutritious Lives, and first I want to give this opinion with social media. It may seem that I'm talking quite negative, but however, I want to start this on a positive note, in the sense that doing these videos and posting out the content of my life and being vulnerable, it's therapy. So I do enjoy doing this. I do enjoy posting, talking about emotional content and manifestation and the heart and being vulnerable, talking about mental health, talking about anything to do with real life. I do thrive off it. I love it because it's what I'm here to do. But that being said, I do feel like to a certain degree I fit into a world that I don't always necessarily feel part of, or am totally in alignment with regards to portraying an image and social media. And so I'm going to lead on to talk to you about it. And my standpoint when it comes to Nutritious Lives, to start off with, is that I post and then I go. So I really know that I have to a certain degree, fight my feelings when it comes to social media, because I don't actually like to spend a lot of time on social media. I actually like to live. I like to enjoy my life, and I like to be physically active and out and about and living. I don't spend a lot of time looking on social media, and I'm gonna extend this a bit further when it comes to the social side of social media for me. But I'm just going to touch on this part. I don't spend a lot of time on social media. So when it comes to Nutritious Lives, I realise the world that we live in, it's very quick paced, and it's very image based, and it's just a fact that we things image wise catch our eye, and it's a selling point. And I understand, and I've talked to enough people to understand this. However, I still don't want to spend a lot of time on social media working out where the best sites to post, working out how I can get this hook, how I can get in there. But, it's not something that I enjoy doing, so I try not to do it. But however, I know that I need to make my social media presence there to build my business, to get myself out there on social media. So from that standpoint, I understand. And I think I'm going to leave it there when it comes to Nutritious Lives, because I'm not planning on changing that. However, I do find it necessary to make you aware that it's not a part of Nutritious Lives that makes me thrive, you know. But I am learning. I'm getting a lot more techy, and I'm enjoying that process of learning and knowing how to, edit, do new videos, and that side of it. I'm enjoying the learning side of it, the process of it. I am. It's just the getting the images out and selling oneself is something that I still have to evolve and process, and maybe come to a different standpoint at certain points. But as it stands, it's not enjoyable. And I wanted to just tell you that, to just for you to know that if that's what you're feeling when it comes to your business, then you're not on your own, right? So that's the point of what I'm saying there. But there is a lead on, because I want to then talk to you about the SP side of it with social media, and then the personal side of it, the social personal side of it. And that's another part that I really don't particularly like either. So from a social point of view, from a personal point of view, with regards to images and filters, for some reason everyone filters their photos now. And when I say this, I'm not coming from a judgmental point of view, because I know a lot of people do filter their photos, and I'm very aware of it because it seems that everybody's doing it now. But from a life coach point of view and from a self-concept point of view, I really don't think it's a healthy thing to do. I think it flies into the opposition of self-concept and really self-acceptance. Now, I want to tell you what I do and the reasoning behind what I do. I don't filter my photos. I refuse to. One thing I do, which I will openly admit to, is I colour my photos. So I choose, you can choose the colours, right? And I choose like a bright, vibrant colour to just lighten it up. I do that. So to a certain degree, I do filter, but just to create that kind of colour enhancement more than anything. But the way that our images are filtered, for one, people looking on, it's really buying into something that's just not true. We can't look at these images, and well, we do, but we can't look at these images and feel like we can be there, because they're not real. And I know we really take these images literally, that this is a lifestyle. So and going back to Nutritious Lives, I post to highlight health. I post to highlight having fun, living authentically, and living your best life. That's what I'm going for with my images, right? But I don't want people to look at my images and feel that is unobtainable, right? I don't want to be that sort of role model. Mine is to embrace oneself, to accept oneself. So I don't want to aspire to be in this fake society of images, right? And and when I say that, I am not attacking anyone who uses filters, but I just feel for their benefit and for others watching on, we it's 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 a false it's a false perspective, you know, and it really doesn't do anything for our mental health as a whole, especially for us women, you know. And I've talked to you about my feelings when it comes to, you know, the shape of me, like my shape, and the fact that I'm not a hourglass figure, and you know, and how it's made me feel. And if that makes me feel that way, I could only imagine it's doing the same for everyone else. And it's such a shame, because the things that people can do with filters, you know, it's amazing. And I know this firsthand because my friends have showed me and told me, and I'm like, but why would we want to do that? Why would we want to? And I've raised this point. Why would we want to filter ourselves? So when we see people that we know, or we see people and we haven't saw them for a while, and they walk past us and they don't know us because they see a false image of that on social media. I don't understand why we go in for that, and that can't do anything for our self-esteem, can it, surely? So from that perspective, and the other side of it as well, and what, because I'm getting to a point of what I'm now actually doing just for myself. Um, Before I go on to that, I do want to say we can change anything with self-concept. We can change our insecurities with self-concept just from the brain, not from physically changing ourselves, from our viewpoint. But I've got to admit here, I'm still not there. Like, being on this holiday now, I've realised that I am choosing to get rid of the images that I don't like. If I feel like someone is portraying such a fake image, and I see it all the time, I'm just going to get rid of it, because it's not doing anything for me to have that there. And the other side of it is not only that, I'm getting rid of anything where it doesn't give me a good feeling when I click on to certain social media. So what I mean by that is, if I click on to certain social media sites now, and I see people from the past that I've kept on my social media, that I don't have in my life now, and there's no reason to have them on social media other than for them to see my posts and for me to see their posts, but we don't have a relationship anymore. I'm not going to have that there.